All right, it's another Monday. You like Monday, or are they mundane for you? Or are you one of the happy Mondays? Mike here with the Administers. Time for the ramble. Rambling in a ramble session. Here on the B Night Road. We're going to be the night today. We're going to be the night today and shine on. Shine on. Okay, crossroads again. You know which way we go, the right way. We're going the right way today. Okay. Hey, what did I want to say? Oh, yesterday was all about his story, the he rose, he arose. But we're missing her story, because history is always about the winner of the war. They write the history. Whoever won writes the history, and it might be right and it might be wrong. How many rights to right or wrong? Which right is wrong and which right is the wrong? Can you write it the right way or the wrong way? See, they taught us letters, not spells. Put a spell on you. Pontifex Maximus put a spell on you. Have you made your peace with Jesus yet today? That's the question, the burning question. Proud Mary keeps on burning. Creating clear water. Icantina covered it. They covered it. Icantina covered it. But it was the clear water revival. The clear water revival. Been to Club Clearview? Back in the 80s, there was Club Clearview down in Dallas, Tejas. Down in Tejas. Club Clearview. What was that? Deep Ellum. Ooh, it was the Ellum. Deep L-M. How deep is it? How deep is your love? Dallas. Yeah, who else was Dallas? Dallas was in, what was that movie? Golden, you're golden. Ralph Macchio. The Outsiders. Are you the Outsiders? Are you one of those outsiders? Which ring are you in? Which ring you been rung up in? We're turning here. Heading to the learning curve. That's the reason I'm here. It's just to open some eyes. Like I said before, at least just one. Can we open one? Open one eye and see a lot. See it all. Do you see the misery or the mystery? There's a mystery in your misery. Did you miss it? Don't miss the misery. If you miss your misery, you'll stew in it. So quit missing it. Get out of it. See the mystery within. Mystery. It's a lot more fun than misery, too. May I say that? It's much more fun than the misery. Suffering. You can if you want to. Some people love it. It's all they want to talk about. Their misery. What ails them? What's ailing them? What's ailing you? Let's go back to kale. What's ailing you? There's a remedy and a song. You know, if you sing, it's medication. Wish I could play the guitar in a way, but you know, guitars and frets, you know, the frets, guitars have frets. You fret about? They fret about. They ain't fretting about it. You're sliding through it. Slip sliding away. Plugging the strings. Picking them and plugging them. Making the harmony. The gee, you know, the gee in the car, the guitar. Break it down. Gee, well, that's clarified. Batar, guitar, batar. They put on a show for you. The ghee, you know, clarified butter, okay. That's the purest form. Cream, it rises to the top there. You know your prints. Know anything about prints? Animal prints, fingerprints, voice prints. Prince of Peace. Prince of Peace among us. He is. He never went away. He never left. He's still here. That's the deal about the master of space and time. It's always in it. Never out of it. I get such a kick out of people that can't make time. I don't have time. Can't make time. Not much of a master, are you? If you can't make time, you can't do much of anything. Kind of like if you spell knowledge with a K, you don't know much. Prognosis. My prognosis, you don't know much. The Indians pointed with their chin. They pointed with their nose. Dog is God and togs because he sniffs. He noses ya. He knows. And the crow knows and Chronos, see? That's why the Native Americans adorn him. They adorn in the crow and the caw. They wear the crow on their head, the caw on their head, you know. Well, they don't wear the caw. They caw about it. See, in Egyptians, they have that Uraeus snake and that bird head on their forehead, you know, because that bird brain's in there. And that snake is too. God, that guy's got a cool number, 3330. 3330. I follow the numbers. So do the Freemasons, you know, they're all about the numbers. It's a numbers game with those guys. Everything's a ritual. It's got to be timed out. You know, they're on time, in time, think they can, you know, change time. You can't do it. And the big wheel keeps on turning. There ain't nothing you can do about it. It's going to have its way. It's going to have its way. We're on the way, and we're in the way of Aquarius. You're in its way. You're in its way by not getting in. I get a kick out of these people that post this photograph of a crow on top of an eagle, you know, ruffling his feathers. So the eagle, you know, he just flies up above it. He just goes so high that the crow can't breathe anymore, gets no oxygen. Ha! I think not. The crow accomplished his mission of getting the eagle out of his territory. may have fallen off. Because the job was done. Why hang around when the job is done? So, there's always another way of looking at these things, but it's a problem you just can't see. 49 scriptures on blindness, and no one's looking through one. Time for a Christmas carol. Do you see what I see? Oh, let's take it to the bridge. Here we are. Taking it to the bridge. Claude Leon Russell Bridges. He bridged to your heart. He bridged to your mind. You're entangled for all of time. Yep. Oh, and he ain't gone. That energy cannot be destroyed, only transformed or returned to senda for redistribution. Like he said, I'll be back. I'll be back. How many times have you been here before and you don't remember? See, that's part of the remembering. I'm in the remembering. Who's woke and who's awake? Hey, you people that think you're woke, you still have to sleep. Yeah, I'm woke. I laugh. I laugh and you make me cry about it. I cry about it. I'm sorry. Cry on. You get your crayons? You took my crayon, I'm gonna cry about it. Pent up? Who's pent up? I'm the pinto pony. See the horse, the fast horse, that's a steed. My name's Mike. That M is symbology of a horse. It's also a symbology of Mary. Magdalene, she's moving the line, the sign. And Mike, my key is the way in. My key, I got the key. See, my key. Give it to Mikey. This key is one of those universal keys. You know, where the master key, the master key. What key is the master key? Well, the master key is the key of C. Middle C. See, middle C. Middle C sees both ways, that way, that way. And if you're too far over there to the left, you can't see here. But if you're too far over there to the right, you can't see here. But if you're here, you can see there, and you can see there. See what I mean? The I mean. What are the I mean? And the golden mean. Why is the golden mean? Stay gold. Back to those outsiders. Always looking in. I want in. Do you? Which one you want? Which end you want? Which end you win? Which end you win? Hey, the genuine. It's right up here. Genuine. The Jinn. The generator. You're the Jinn and the generator. The path of Jinn. And the genie. See, that's the genie within. He's got a path for you. You on it? Everybody's on a different path. There's two paths you can go by. You can take the Tao or you can take the Tao, but either way leads to Yahweh. Roundabout ways. There's roundabout ways. He arose, you know, and the arrows, fragrance, the fragments. spy through the golden eye. The guess that laid a golden egg. What came first, the chicken or the egg? What do you know about the Hindu and the red dot, Hawaiian dot? See, it's hard not to go back to some of these things because they're right in our face and we're not seeing it. Yaki, pot of water me. I'm a pot of water, see, and I'm the old well, the old geyser, welling it up. See the lady at the well, the woman at the well, she's still there. And you go talk to the well. Go talk to the woman at the well. Well it up with her. You well up with her. Walking on the water, pondering on the water. What? See, there's all kinds of what. WAT is the monastery. WAT. That's the monastery. Odin's a single-eyed god. Norse single-eyed god. Taurus the tornado. The Taurus at the center of everything. You got two of those in your head. You got a Taurus field in the left, a Taurus field in the right. You got to steer the left and be led by the right. It's led to gold. Gold is ore and ore is light. So do the lighting up on the planet. Make your peace with Jesus and have your kale today. I'm hooked on the kale. The J.J. West. See, John 1. He was the John 1. Al means the. So if we go back to Egypt, and that's actually Kemet. Kameh. Hey, that could be Kameh. You know, the Baphomet. We covered the Baphomet. Who's afraid of the Baphomet? That's Aquarius and Capricorn. So fear me, I'm a Capricorn. And a lot of people do. Because I vibrate. I have this invisible wall around me. And it will interfere with some low vibes, some negative vibes. They don't get it. They don't know, but they will back off. And other people just migrate to it. It's so funny to watch it in action and watch the energy play day to day. Who's in what vibration, you know? Who's vibing where? That's what really talks. There's where the story lies. That's why you can't lie to me. People try all the time. I just, okay, whatever you say. Whatever you say. I ain't buying it. Just like I don't buy the mask. Or what do you think the government or media has to say? The spin casters. Spin casters. They're just trucking lore in your ear. Truckload of shit. The lorry, you know, over there in the UK, it's a lorry. A truck's a lorry. Space trucking. Remember Deep Purple? Machine Head. Hey, Machine Head, you remember Deep Purple? And the Purple Rain. Deep Purple and the Purple Rain. It ain't red and it ain't blue, it's purple. It's purple. I see a lot of these kids putting this purple hair. And I asked him, I said, hey, you dyeing your hair purple like Purple Rain? Huh? No. Subconsciously, they kind of are. Kind of, sort of. They know something's up, they just don't know what is up. Dog. Your ship's still out. Boat. Has your ship come in? You're shipping the mint? Double mint, spearmint, juicy fruit. That's what our government's got for you. They got the double mint and the spearmint. And I'm all about juicy fruit. Could be bad fruit. You know, the unions, they're all about bad fruit. Hey, you bad fruit, you're not in my union. Bad fruit. You'll know them by their fruit. Good old Joe. How many masks can that guy wear? He's wearing 2 or 3 now. How many masks till you smell bullshit? I don't put them on. I don't wear them. You're not going to cut off the oxygen to my brain. See, that's what that's all about. It's a weapon of mass destruction. Rebreathing your own toxins. It's unhealthy. They know this. Hey, the medical communities, some of them are in on the scam and some of them haven't a clue. It's like those billions of people sitting in the Catholic Church, you know, the Universal Catholic Church. Yeah, they're sitting in Satan's pew without a clue. They do they kneel at the pew and they do the sign of the cross, kneeling at the pew. Talk about a cross up and a mix up. At the fake church, Constantine was a con man. See, Kirk has the con. Kirk has the con. Kirk means church. Gotta know your Star Trek. You gotta know your Star Trek and a little bit about Beam Me Up Scotty. See, you got the Scottish Rite and you got the York Rite. And York's kind of pukey. To York is to puke, isn't it? Hey, Jonah was in the whale for what, 3 days? Now you can wail in anguish or you can wail in glee. How much of that puke can you stomach? Was his deal, you know. He could only stomach that puke for 3 days. Why stomach it for 3 days? Why? Inquiring minds want to know why. Can you make change, correct change, without the cash register doing it for you? It's so funny. I hand people the pennies, you know, so I give back silver instead of copper. And they can't add. They can't subtract in their own head just a couple of cents. And they talk about STEM. Stimulate, man. Stimulate a mind. I think that's part of the problem with school is it's just not challenging. It's a program and it's inculcation. It's not challenging. It's boredom. It's the boredom, you know. Looking out the window is a lot better. Because it's a daydream believer whose dreams come true. If you have enough faith. And you're not wishy-washy about it. Question your own decisions. See, then you're out on a limb in the limbic system. You're questioning your own decisions. Hey, do I have enough information to make a wise decision? Well, never depend on the news for anything like that. You know, would you go to the news to determine how to do just about anything? You know, I'd rather go to YouTube and you don't tell me how to do it. The news ain't gonna tell me. The news is the noose of the spin caster, you know. It's entertainment and it's mind control. My undergraduate degree is broadcast journalism. I know all about it. I'm in advertising. I know how the mind works. Repetition. Yeah, once you hear that message 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times, it starts to sink in. Yeah, it doesn't take long. Huh. And it's so much more important to hear the message than see it. When you hear the message, you're thinking about it. They're painting the picture in your head. You're painting the picture in your head. If you watch the message and just listen to it, you're on automatic. Pretty much on automatic. Turn the TV on, you're on automatic. Turn your head off. Because you miss so much there too. They're trying to show you something. A lot of them are trying to show you something. You're just missing it completely. You need to go back to 5 and start watching cartoons again. Repent. Go back to 5. Learn the games and the myths, you know. Play a little pin the tail on the donkey. Take the blinders off, quit spinning around. Take that pin and pin your own tail and not some other jackass. King Arthur. Oh, King Arthur. Sword from the stone. Roll away the stone. Whoever can pull the sword from the stone is the king. Well, I'm Lancelot. Zorro. Zorro and Lancelot. See, Z is like Zorro and Zoroaster. You know Zoroaster? Zarathustra. Zarathustra. And Ahura Mazda. How about that? Ahura Mazda. You know why Mazda is Ahura Mazda? That's the god of fire. Now Mazda at one time had what's called the Wankel engine. And it was a little triangle. 3-sided device. The 3-sided combustible device. Wankel. Huh. Interesting, isn't it? I find it interesting. Kind of like Vincent Van Gogh. Where's your van? Where'd it go, Vincent? Where's that van? You wearing Vans? You walking around in your Vans or Crocs? Are you in Vans or are you in Crocs? I'm in sneakers. I'm in sneakers. Oh, that's just swell. You know what the swell is? That's heart and mind coherence causes the swell. That's where you want to be, and all swollen up in your heart. See, the heart has a brain. You know your heart has a brain? It does. You need to follow your heart more than your head. They both produce electricity, but the heart produces more. Heck, it's got a little, I think it's an anode in there that sparks Zeezis, Z-E-E-Z-I-S. That's Greek. That's Greek to me. It's Greek to you. Spark of life. Sparky. Always the communications guy, the radio guy is always Sparky, right? Remember? See, all the names are the same. They mean something. If you know what they mean, you know what they mean. Hopi, Opie, Dopey. Andrew, see Andrew, Anne, that's the mother of Mary. Drew it up. Put you in the picture. Andrew drew it up and put you in the picture. Philip keeps you full. Timothy, Tim and Time, you know, Tim and Time. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Well, there's the mark of God. You know, it's the X, it's the chi. It's a chi, it's a 10. And that's a 1. If you know your gematria there, Jumbo. Hey, there's a ball in the road. Looks like a soccer ball, and there's a soccer field. You ever notice the pattern on a soccer ball? Patterns. I'm a pattern maker. They're everywhere. It's the Matrix. The Matrix is a pattern. Ma's tricks. Loki is the trickster. Heard of the Loch Ness Monster? The low-key Nessie? He's over there in Tennessee right now. Tennessee. Thought it was over there in Scotland. Beam me up there, Scotty, in Scotland. There's a big old building over here that says Scottish Rite on it. That's what it says. Are they right? Who's right? Who's right this time? Whose right is it? See, America was built on ritual. Freemasons. They're trained by Jesuits. Jesus. And they don't believe in Jesus. They believe in Jupiter and Mars. That's the problem. They control our government. And you think this is a Christian country. Yeah. Y'all are Christians, but you're conned because the pros up there aren't. They're just double talk. They speak out of the both sides of their neck. This poor lady's over here on the bench with a mask on. That's a zombie. You know, they're brain dead already. Deadheads. Deadheads and dancing bears. Here we are on Route 66. Get your kicks on Route 66. 6 and 6 is 12. And that breaks down to 3. But 6, you know, 6 is man. 9 is man's consciousness. 8's infinity and 7 is divine. 5 senses, you got them? Eve was deceived by her own 5 senses. Oh yeah, this particular portion of Route 66 is also 11th Street. 11, odd number with even in it. 11, that's 2. That's back to 2. Where are you when we're back to 2? You're part of the Trinity. You, Mary, and Jan, that's the Trinity. See? There's your 3. There's your threesome. All right, here we are. We're at the Magic Leaf. Mary and Yah, the Comforters. Get to know them. Get to know them. They'll be good to you. We'll be back with more from the Ramble Sessions.